Welcome back, or welcome to Talya Full Tilt. I'm your hostess, Talya Ginsburg, and it is episode 5. Let's go. I'm excited. I feel like I'm getting into the groove of things. I got my schedule. The only thing I will say, having to regularly watch/listen to myself on camera, quite an adjustment. First of all, elephant in the room, my voice. And I think everyone to an extent experiences the disparity between how we think our voices sound and then cold, harsh reality, but I probably take the cake on that one. Although it's not like I'm totally shocked. Like, do you really think I've gone 24 years of life without someone saying, hey, pipe down? And you know what actually happened to me not long ago? I was in an Uber with a couple friends, and my one friend, she has an Apple Watch, and it starts buzzing. And it says something along the lines of, high volume, 10 minutes at this level can cause temporary hearing loss. And she goes, yeah, we were in the club and it started buzzing, but there's a lot of people. And then we were at the bar and it started buzzing, but a decent amount of people. But then we were in the Uber and it buzzed again, and then there's no denying it. Common denominator, it's me. So the good news, I'm keeping a lot of otolaryngologists in business. So I am economical. Actually, I am not economical, and I have a story. Okay, so my first job, I was a barista, and I worked with a ton of very handsome guys, and we had this customer, let's call her Jane, and Jane loved them. She was bringing them homemade potato salad and cookies, and guess who never got homemade potato salad? Guess who never got cookies? This girl right here. Jane, she hated me, and I will say this. Jane, at the time, if I had to guess, I don't know, mid to late 40s. Her order was Trenta green tea, 6 Splendas. I'll never forget that. And that's truly all I knew. It's not like this is someone I remember having an in-depth conversation with. She just hated me. I remember one time she was standing by the kiosk I was working in, just going on out loud about how annoying I was. First of all, incorrect. And I remember I went into the bathroom and I cried. And that's what really gets me, because I was young, and so there was still like a sliver of me that cared what people thought. But nowadays, Jane, I want you to know I would not cry, because I'm an old, seasoned woman, and I just don't care. L'chaim. Gulp, gulp, gulp. Yeah, she did not, or I remember I was working the cash register, and she waited for me to do something else so someone else could take her order. Like, she really was not a fan. And I try to keep in mind that we don't know what people are going through. So I give people the benefit of doubt a lot, but I will say she was a middle-aged woman picking a fight with her 18-year-old barista. So, so this particular story, so one day she comes in, and I wasn't working that day, and she goes up to my boss and she goes, I need to see the schedule. And he goes, that's private, we don't share that. And she goes, I need to make sure it's not working. And he goes, and as I've illustrated, like, she wasn't shy with how she felt about me. So my boss goes, by it, do you mean Talya? And she goes, yeah, I can't stand her and her stupid baby voice. Can you believe the disrespect? Stupid bit, but it all was resolved, because my boss essentially was like, listen, has Talya ever been rude to you? She said no. Has Talya ever whatever? She said no. And he said, okay, if there's a problem, and encouraged her to not return, and she didn't. But you know what's the best part? Over a year later, I went out with this guy, and he also had been a barista, so we're swapping like crazy customer stories, and I'm describing Jane, and he goes, Trenta green tea, 6 Splendas? And I'm like, yes! And he goes, yeah, she's crazy, and get this, brought him homemade potato salad. Very interesting. Listen, sorry I was gifted with these powerful, juicy lungs, and your voice is hoarse. Not as in nay, as in weak. And the only thing that reeks more than your potato salad is your stinky attitude. So, how about that? No, Jane, if you are listening, all is forgiven. Can't stand her, and her stupid baby voice is one of my favorite things someone's ever said about me. So honestly, I find it very funny. So I do thank you. All good. And I thank you for listening, watching, enjoying, as I'm sure you did. And I'll see you next time. Thank you, everybody. Bye.